Hello there, Cancer Feminine Energy Group. This is Grand Madam with your Astro Tarot reading for January 2022. I'm going to be using the Sacred Rebel deck for you, my darlings. Now, the reason you're in the Feminine Energy Group is because you are the ones born under the sign of Cancer who are the creatives, the receivers. You are the intuitive ones, not so much action oriented as you are feelings oriented. Okay? So now that we've got that clear, let's get along with this reading here. These readings so far have been quite interesting. So we want to know, what is the message for the Cancer Feminine Energy Group for January to February 2022? One more. Now let's get along with this reading. The first card says, release the dark wound to let love live. And what this is talking about is there is still some darkness in you. There's an issue that you're harboring on, you're still worrying about. You're allowing it to impact every aspect of your life. It is definitely time to let it go, Cancer Feminine. And why? Because love is coming your way. And you have to be cleansed from the hurt and the previous pain. The word wants to be written. One way of cleansing yourself of this darkness is by writing a memoir. Write down on paper, several sheets. Write your book. Write your book. Some of you could write a book. Now, you could be writing it just for yourself. One exercise is to write everything down that is concerning you, that makes you cry right now. And after you've written it down, you take it to the stove and burn it. Or you tear it up in pieces and flush it. Or you ball it up and throw it in the trash and take the garbage outside to the dumpster. That's a therapeutic exercise. The purpose of that is to get out what is in your system and throw it away. Once you've done it physically, it's almost symbolic. The brain or the mind will also capitulate or recapitulate with you and be in alignment and tell you when you try to dredge it up back in, oh no, you threw that away, you're done with that. Do not read it after you've written it. You're to throw it away. That's one way of doing it. If you're going to write your memoir, of course, you're going to have to go back and reread and edit. Okay. But I leave it up to you whether you are going to publish it for the public or just hold on to it and stuff it in a closet somewhere for private viewing, maybe later on. Okay? But the word needs to be written. It wants to be written. Follow your own rhythm. Move at your own pace. Move at your own pace. That was obvious. That speaks for itself. And it's now, this is what you are here. You're in the receiving mode right now. Receive all the goodness and blessings that life has to offer you right now. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have a legacy of light. You have a legacy of light to pass on to the younger generation, or to your students, or to those around you, especially those who love you. Get rid of the darkness so that you can transfer your light or share your light, the positiveness of things. All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm going to get into this dark wound for a second, a minute or so. What is release the dark wound? Let love live. Dark wound. Okay. There must be some wound here because it is resisting. Come on now. You're going to show me this energy is very resistant. It doesn't want to be dredged up, but it loves dominating your life, huh? Everything is at a standstill right now. We have the Knight of Pentacles, including your money, material income. That's about to change. Wheel of Fortune is running. Be patient. Easy for me to say. Yeah, be patient. Watch your drinking for some of you. You do have a choice to make. And you are healing. So that's good. You're definitely healing. Put this up here. So you're almost done with that dark wound. At the bottom of the deck, here you are, materially secure. All right, the word wants to be written. Let's see what this is. The word wants to be written. Oop, doggone. Oh, wow. A book fell on the floor. That's what fell. I don't know if it means anything yet. The word wants to be written. We're going to clarify with the mini rider weights. These things are something else. I'm trying to flip again. Oh. Determined to flip over here. Heartbreak. Ruin. Frustration. So far we have a story of heartbreak, ruin, and frustration. I don't know why I put that back in there. I don't know. Both of them. Heartbreak, ruin, and frustration. Let's see if they pop up again. The word wants to be written. A story of, well, see, this is taking an action. This is moving. Someone may be relocating. You may have to write to your landlord regarding a lease, but this is activity. This is motion. This is changing of residence, moving forward. Poor choices. Okay, moving away because of poor choices made. 7 of Cups here. You've got 7 cups, and only one choice is the best choice, and we don't know what all goes with that. So there are poor choices. So you're moving away from poor choices made. Lots of communication going on, and things are happening fast, fast, fast. Some of you have isolated yourselves. Hermit, here's the Hermit, Virgo energy. You want to be alone. You need to get your feelings together here. And some of you are challenging. You have some questions you want answered now. Put it down in that book. Put it all on paper. And here's the Cancer energy. This is the King of Cups, the very reserved but deep feeling one. And Cancer feminines, you're coming up as a King of Cups. Write all that stuff down. It's going to be quite interesting when you go back and read it. This is for the therapy ones. This is the folks who are writing the memoirs. And some of you are trying to find a place of peace. It will. If you start writing what you're feeling down and why you're feeling this way, what the environment is for you to be feeling this way, what was said to you, what you saw, all that good stuff. It'll bring you some peace. It'll bring you some peace. But if you're at a state where you're so fired up right about now, you can write, and you just want to be done with this feeling and done with these emotions, then what has been written, that's when you take it to the fire or you flush it. Okay? So we've got story of heartbreak, story of ruin, due to poor choices, things happening, coming down around your head fast. Write that down. But take your time and write that down, because that's going to be quite interesting. You could publish it on Kindle if you want to publish publicly and follow your own pace. So let's skip over here to see what's going on with receiving. What are you receiving right about now? What is receiving? What are you receiving? What are you receiving? Okay. Let's see what's happening. A look into the future. Some of you have a vision. You know which way you want to be. You know where you want to go. You want to be able to manage your home and your business, your money at the same time. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn person, Queen of Pentacles. And here is an offer of some kind. Also, there's a child. Some of you may be a single parent. And yeah, that's single parent. Every time you see a child and next to that child you have the Ten of Wands, that's a single parent. That's a heavy burden to carry. Heavy burden. So right now you're examining your future. You're afraid. You feel blocked. That's why you have to write that memoir. Write down everything that's happened to you. Like I said, you can either burn it, flush it down the toilet, or keep it for a later meeting with yourself, so you will know where you made your mistakes and how not to do them again. It might be a good idea anyway if you just keep it private. I mean, after a while, to the point where you don't need it anymore, then you can make it public and make some money off of it. But right about now, it's like you're afraid to leave the security that you have. Create your own sense of security. Create your own sense of security. You probably start with that book because you have it. It's right there. For those of you who are depending on others for their security, it's time for you to put some money in the bank and start creating your own. Your own. You've got to. And don't feel bad about having to move in a studio or a one-bedroom apartment from a big old house, okay? Because your sanity, your emotional health demands it. All right? At the bottom of the deck, you have strength, so you're going to have to build your self-confidence. All right. Especially, you don't want to teach your children how to be so easily manipulated or put in a position of submission. Yes, I said it. To the point of your detriment. All right. Let's see what the Lenormands have to say about this Cancer Feminine Energy Group, consisting of males, females, non-binaries. The gang's all here, born under the sign of the crab. Okay, what is all this about? Someone was living in a delusion and found it very difficult. Fantasy world. This is also someone could have been involved with the Pisces. But this is the world of secrets and lies and illusions, Disney World. And this is the whip that was cracked across your back for submitting to this. And this looks like the love that was cut off. This is a male cut off. Could be a son, could be a husband, lover, friend. Someone was cut off or cut down or cut out of your life. Now you have a choice to make. It looks like it maybe cut himself out of your life. I don't know. But as I see you at a distance here with a choice to make. Get it over here. It was good while it was lasted, but it only lasted a short time. Because there were things that were gnawing away at it. And look at the things. You have a snake in one hand and a fox in the other. That is trouble times 2. That's trouble times 100, really. And no matter how protective you were of that relationship, it was still risky. Yeah, because you were dealing with a snake and a fox. Either one of them put a bite on you and you're going to end up in the ER or the worst. And some of you were just too anchored in what other people say and what other people saw, what other people said. Too anchored in it for you to see what the heck was really going on. I mean, you just missed it. But then again, in the same token, when you're going up against something like this, you won't know if you're coming or going. But there comes a time when you just have to stop and stand still and just separate yourself for a while. Because look at this. You are so far from paradise. That's what that says. This is the idyllic parking paradise. I call this my paradise card. And look at the gap. Look at the 2 bridges. One of them's doesn't even look like it's in the same world. So far from the paradise that you were expecting. Okay. And now you're wishing things were different after you've seen what they really, really are. Okay, I understand that. Let's move on into, let's get a message from the Moonology deck for the Cancer Feminine Energy Group. All right, what is the message for the Cancer Feminine Energy Group? Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Especially where your security is coming from. It's time for you to take action. New moon in Aries. But look at the bigger picture first. And confidence is your key to success. But we saw that. We saw that. Yeah, take time at the bottom of the deck. Take time to breathe out. So that's your reading, Cancer. You've got an interesting month ahead of you. Stop to smell the roses. No, stop to take some inventory on your life right about now. Is it where you want it to be? If it is not, what can you do about it? When can you do? How much is it going to cost you? And how soon can you get it done? Those are the questions you should be asking yourself right now. Okay? So my dear Cancer Feminine Energy Group, this is Grand Madam wishing you much love and good luck with that new life. Or modifications of the old one.